Good evening. I'm Jim Axelrod. We begin tonight, 22 months from Election Day, with presidential politics. That's because of what Mitt Romney has been saying about his plans. Romney, unsuccessful in his two prior attempts as a candidate for the White House, addressed Republican Party leaders at their winter meeting in San Diego last night. And as Nancy Cordes tells us, he is sounding more and more like he'll test the theory that the third time's the charm.
Looking forward to seeing you a lot more.
Governor Romney was greeted by this crowd of party faithful with enthusiasm from some
We're ready to go for it.
and skepticism from others, which he acknowledged with humor.
In the last few days, the most frequently asked question I get is, what does Ann think about all this? And she believes that people get better with experience.
It's easy to see why even supporters were stunned when Romney shared his change of heart with a roomful of donors last week. The two-time candidate has long denied any interest in a third run.
I'm not running. I'm going to be helping someone else who is. We don't know who that is yet, but we're going to get a good Republican in there.
But recently, polls have showed he would start out on top of a crowded field of GOP hopefuls. And that clearly got him thinking about a potential platform.
First, we have to make the world safer. Second, we have to make sure and provide opportunity for all Americans, regardless of the neighborhood they live in. And finally, we have to lift people out of poverty.
That last part is a new focus for Romney, designed in part to overcome his damaging, caught-on-camera comments about low-income Americans in 2012.
There are 47% who are with him, who are dependent upon government, who believe that they are victims, who believe that government has a responsibility to care for them.
Stumbles like that helped Democrats define Romney as a wealthy, out-of-touch businessman in the last election. And members of Hillary Clinton's inner circle say they're delighted. One even told the New York Daily News, "I would like to run against Mitt Romney in every election, forever." And that's what concerns some of the GOP officials who listened to Governor Romney last night. They like him, they respect him, but they say this GOP field is already filled with a large crop of current senators and governors who don't have to defend two failed bids for the White House, Jim.
All right, Nancy. So Mitt Romney has lost one race for the nomination. He's lost one race for the White House. What's his rationale going to be to get his party to take a third chance on him?
Well, what he seemed to be saying last night was practice makes perfect. But on a more serious note, he was clearly also trying to lay out a very simple, easy to understand platform that shows that he's thought about this a lot and that he's got a really clear rationale, maybe even clearer than some of the Republicans who say they want to run for president.
Nancy Cordes in always sunny San Diego. Thanks for joining us.